As I mentioned, spell disaster for Cechi. All the statistics spell against him, but that was also the case for Wan and War Chief. Here we go. Undead versus Orc number 2, round 1, loser bracket, game number 2. Foggy and Cechi on Echo Isles.
We saw Sonic play the volatile way that, you know, Sonic just is on Echo Isles. He went for the greedy creep camp with the somewhat risky Warden. Foggy is not going to be doing that. Foggy is going to be playing it safe. We have the Demon Hunter, we have the safe creep camp, and we have very good points of comparison here, because we just saw this very matchup on this very map where Wan was able to pull off the upset against War Chief Rich. Is this going to be happening again? Is Cechi going to be trying to apply pressure as much again? I know that Cechi really prioritizes, at least tries to, keeping down the Demon Hunter in levels. And that's why one should expect Cechi to be moving out across the map fairly soon. But right away, he will be starting a creep camp first.
That's it here with the ghouls, going for the little trappers. Of course, not that hard to creep since it's medium armor and normal damage. Always nice to start off that way. Town portal being sold, dust, and rods of necromancy. Of course, the usual shop for the undead. Foggy is continuing here with his Demon Hunter. Everything looks very, very standard so far. Cechi, he pulled out some very unusual tactics. Will he stick to the standard this time?
Yeah, that's a question. Like, especially yesterday against Sonic, I think he wanted to try to abuse the mindset of Sonic, where he oftentimes gets nervous. But it almost looked like Cechi thought he was the worst player and had to go for something weird like that. Whereas usually he is the most standard player and likes to rely on his micro, and that oftentimes works. So I would imagine that we're going to be seeing standard today, especially considering that it did not work at all last time around. Demon Hunter now has hit level 2, and so has the DK, so fairly passive early game here from both sides. The Skeleton is scouting the middle. Of course, this is a very normal and known move from the Night Elf to pull off, and Wan was in position to try to punish this. Cechi really isn't. Cechi being way more passive.
Very far away from this, greater mana for Foggy, which is of course not so nice for the Demon Hunter, but maybe if he goes for the Panda. On the other side, he has 2 stacks of Rods of Necromancy. That is a lot of skeletons that he will be giving out. He goes for the corpse here, so he has a little more damage, and he gets the rest of the spot. So a lot of experience for Cechi there.
Yep, not bad. And this is the thing with Echo Isles. Foggy is level 2, yeah, for sure. And where does he go next? Ancient of War is nowhere near any creeps to be taken. Usually it's going to be the natural then, but that can also be punished.
Indeed. Cechi is just waiting for getting close to level 3 so far. 2.6 Demon Hunter out leveled. He had the time to buy the boots though. Cechi lowering the headlock a bit in comparison to Wan, who was just pressuring all the time and keeping War Chief busy.
And Cechi, yeah, playing this way more defensively than I would have expected. He's going to be going for the Merchant. He will be getting level 3 from this. But the Demon Hunter will have the time for his natural. I'm not sure if that's enough for level 3. No, it's not. But with the Murlocs after, he will be there. So yeah, still passive early game. And actually, Cechi will be slightly ahead in experience. But of course, the good thing about the mana burn is it doesn't matter if your hero has a high level spell. He's not going to have any mana to use it.
True that. Right clicks from the Demon Hunter will be very, very hard. 2 claws already. This guy is packing a punch. Went of Lightning Shield for the Death Knight and a good level 3. Tier 2 is finished, the Graveyard is in time, and what's going to be the second hero? It is the Naga.
Whoa, really risky choice. Oh, he bought the Boots of Speed. He bought the Boots of Speed on the Death Knight, so even if the Demon Hunter, tries to chase the Naga, it's not going to be as easy for the Night Elf first hero to kill her off. And now they meet. But the DH is level 3 already. I love how he pulled back his archers. He knew he can get level 3 with the Demon Hunter solo, and leaving the archers out there is only going to present a liability.
True that. This Demon Hunter is going to be scary for Cechi, that's for sure. Double Engine of Lore is coming up a little late. We don't see a second hero for Foggy just yet. Going to the Tavern now, Panda or also Naga. It is a Panda this time.
And he has the level 3 demon already. This gives him so much space in the mid game. He has great inventory to go with it as well. So I think that's a decent spot for the Panda. The Ancient of War has now repositioned down to the south to be able to take the Mercamp. But this is of course super obvious. This is the most obvious move that the Night Elf can go for. Where else can he go to creep his second hero? How is Cechi gonna try to punish this? He's reaching around. He doesn't go the obvious path. He's gonna go the long way around. And that should be in time. The big renegade shouldn't be dead already, but Foggy's being very careful, going way back.
Yeah, that's true. By the way, Cechi keeping the Wand of Lightning Shield. This is fairly interesting. Going
oh, the Panda!
Immediately, the Panda is completely out of position. Is the surround coming? What a block from Cechi. Mass damage coming from the ghouls. This surround is not closed yet. He can get to the Moonwells. No, he can't. Surround is sticky. He's trying to find out. But no, this is the second hero killer on the other side. The Demon Hunter. Can he get the Naga? Here comes the block. We saw a good block of War Chief, but that's not on Foggy's side here. Demon Hunter is still a little faster. Can he get 2 punches out? Oh,
the Naga walking stupid. Oh, the Fiend
coming
for a block.
There is the block, of course. The Dota skills coming out of Cechi. And is there a surround on the Demon Hunter now?
Yeah.
He needs to block again, but nope. The movement of Foggy, not to be predicted here by Cechi.
I think he could fight out of a surround. After all, this Demon Hunter is really scary. Plus 12 damage and increased attack speed. But this is fantastic. The Panda is dead. His Naga is alive. This Panda basically has no experience, and tier 3 will be hitting in just a second.
True that. Here it is, man. Not too much time. Looking okay for Cechi, definitely. Foggy under pressure here, as War Chief Ridge was in the first series of this day. The Panda is back on the battlefield, gathering the first experience to his chest. And of course, the item will be important as well. Demon Hunter is harassing a bit, but Cechi can basically do whatever he wants. Ancient of War is going way down in HP. No repair or nothing. Pendant of Energy though. This is the item that he needs.
He also has the greater mana. This is going to be so many breaths if he gets the space. DK going towards the middle, buying an Invis. I would love to see him take away the Invul potion right now as well. But of course there's a lot of stuff he wants to have. More importantly, the Orb of Corruption being one of those things. And he's actually leaving the Naga alone. The Demon Hunter, we saw it before, man. He's pretty scary, but he is slightly low on health.
Yeah, he gets all the right clicks on the Demon, so that's okay for now. But it's just popping out in a second. Master training for Foggy is halfway done. Wellspring upgrade as well, but will this be enough? The Death Knight, by the way, did he steal something? I don't think so.
He killed 2 archers right here.
Oh, nice. Okay.
A player's forces are under attack.
And the Demon now trying to get some revenge kills, but he's being slowed. And he's down to almost 200 HP, so he can't really commit to the statue kill. And now if the DK gets the invul, this would be perfect mid-game here for Cechi, and I think that's what he's going for.
He lacks a little gold.
He got it.
Now he got it. Demon Hunter's chasing the statue. What's the statue doing there? Maybe he rallied wrong on the Death Knight or something.
Yep.
But the Lich is out. Here's the Orb of Corruption. There's also a Clause of Attack +6. This is going to be the first experience for the third hero. And there's a Potion of Greater Mana lying around for the Panda, who is close to level 3 now. But Foggy's side of the map almost crept, except the turtles. Cechi still has the Renegade Wizard, and of course Pendant of Energy would be nice for him as well. Boots of Speed it is.
It's not bad.
Yeah, for the Naga, I guess.
He has it on the Naga and on the Lich now. And
no, he has it on the Death Knight.
Yeah, but he's gonna give it over.
Yeah.
And with there being no Naga on the Night Elf side, this hero focus is gonna be so hard for Foggy. These heroes are so quick. Dryad Slow probably not gonna be good enough to find a hero kill here. So maybe Cechi can really play on the edge here with his heroes.
Yeah, the Undeads, man, they look strong today so far. But we praised Cechi a lot of times, and then he fell out of tournaments and didn't show his best fighting skills when it was most important. Will this happen again? Will Foggy come back in this fight? We have 52 supply for Cechi already, 48 for Foggy. Master training is of course done. No upgrades yet for the Ukrainian, no upgrades for Cechi as well. He's going for the turtles now.
Yeah, I like this. He is committing extremely early into upkeep, wants to creep the rest of the map. Take it away from the Night Elf, who of course excels with high hero levels. But Foggy's gonna be coming down
Yeah,
here.
Foggy saw this, Foggy knows about this, and I don't think this is the right choice to do it. There is no town portal for Cechi, and is this the big mistake that costs him the game? We're about to see a lot of Giants, but of course they can be easily taken out by the All of Corruption. This is level 3, level 4, hitting all the ghouls, very well done, and there is so much mana anymore. He wants the hero kill on the demon, but he's not quite getting it here. No nuke available anymore.
There is no involves here still, so the heroes have to be careful. The ghouls are starting to fall, but he's trading them out for the rest of the army that Foggy has. Loses one destroyer, and here has to come to TP out from Foggy, who can't fight this anymore.
He was scared of another nuke or something, or the right clicks from the Lich, who are pretty devious. And now Cechi is getting the turtle, but what a sneaky expansion by Foggy.
Forces are under attack.
Yeah, we see it a lot from the Koreans, and of course Foggy is playing a lot of them, of the Chinese and the Koreans. On the NetEase server, they always go for the expansion, Period of Vitality and level 3 and 2.
And this Naga, if she goes for the cold arrow, is going to be so much crowd control.
43 food versus 39, he's getting that statue most likely. Yeah, blocks it off. This is dead.
Here comes the focus. Not that big of an army for Foggy. He's gonna get the statue here for free, as we said. But also, Cechi doesn't have much at all.
The Death Knight has to be super duper careful, but the Demon Hunter, he really wanted... Oh! The Lich! Their Lich is about to die! Where does this damage came from? Holy cow! And Cechi, man, his numbers are going down and down and down. Level 4 for the Panda. He's carrying this almost alone. And yeah, this was way too risky, going to the bottom left of the map where he's kind of trapped without a town portal. For me, personally, not understandable, this decision.
I think it was okay. Maybe he should have camped there a little more, waited for more production to be rolling. And by the way, when he lost Lich there, he tried to transfer the invul, but missed. So, messed that one up. He still has 2 invuls remaining right now. There's no more in the shop. Foggy would love to get him, but they're out of stock. But still, Foggy has the big army now, the bigger army now, and of course he has all of his heroes available. He's going to be able to creep up the rest of the map most likely, and of course we can't forget about the expansion in the back. This is looking great for the Ukrainian.
Yeah, all of a sudden this 2 fights turned the entire game around, and this bought all the time that he needed. For this expansion, it's up, it will be running in a second, and the Lich will come out, but yeah. The army is so small, and Foggy now putting on the pressure, going for the Demon Hunter focus right away, forcing the town portal, but there is no town portal. He wants to force the step. Oh, nice Breath of Fire, hitting everything again.
And he couldn't morph the statue for the dispel because it was ensnared. Pretty unfortunate here for the Czech player. DK in trouble and losing another destroyer, as it seems, not able to save himself above the trees. Level 4 for the Demon Hunter right here, and the Lich might be in trouble right away again. Only a single fiend is the army of Cechi. It's just not enough. GG. And Foggy wins the first.
Yeah, Foggy prevailing after a lot of pressure from Cechi in the early game. And a very good early game for the guy from the Czech Republic. This is always his problem, I feel. The early game goes great. The mid-game engagement was superb after killing the second hero. But then, boom, out the window this game goes.
I wouldn't say that he had a great early game. He got the Panda, but that was a little bit later when we think back about Juan. He kept the Demon Hunter on level 2 forever. Cechi didn't put up that much pressure. What Juan actually did was Juan took his first green camp as well, but then he moved right over, and the ghouls solo took the next green camp that got him to level 2, and he was pressuring the Night Elf right away. Cechi, he took the second creep camp with his Death Knight as well, so the Demon Hunter was left alone, and that's where he got the Ogre. That's a bit of experience here, a bit of experience there. Then he went down to his natural. There he basically got level 3, and Cechi, he got level 3 as well, as he crept the Merchant. But what's more important, level 3 Demon Hunter or level 3 Death Knight? Most of the time it's a level 3 Demon Hunter.
Yeah, of course it was good items for the Demon Hunter.
Yeah,
really,
and we have to mention that as well.
Yeah,
yes.
really strong right clicks from that hero.
He purchased them, right? At least one of them.
At least one of them, yeah.
Yeah. I like that choice. Also very patient. That one decision by Foggy, he didn't sell the Greater Mana, which many players do, either if it's Orc or Nidos when they take the marketplace there early on. And of course, right then, the item is useless. They have to wait for the second hero and probably have to wait for level 3 on the second hero. So that's really strong. So it's an investment into the future. Many players would sell this for 200 gold, but Foggy keeps it, and he didn't even have to use it that fight. I think Cechi, when he was moving down, I think it was the right idea to try to keep the Night Elf down. He was going into upkeep right away, but he should have faked that he was going to creep this and retreat and wait for more production. He was fighting with 52. He had a heal scroll. Maybe wait for a little bit more. Wait for 50, 55, 58, something like that.
Yeah, possible. The winner of this game, by the way, has a def win because Yoss decided to not play the qualifier any further. So the loser bracket at the moment looks like this. Foggy is up 1-0, and yeah, you see Yoss' name is crossed out. 2-0 for him as well. Wan will play Hawk after his super big upset versus War Chief. Cechi, will he once again drop out in the first round of the playoffs? Once again to a Night Elf. Last year it was War Chief Rich. He was defeated 2-0, but I feel he could hang with War Chief a lot better than he does with Foggy today.
Yeah. I know Cechi. He doesn't seem to be in the shape of before. When I look at Wan and when I look at Cechi, these like spur of the moment decisions, like the zapper, you know, those moments of brilliance where it's like, whoa, man, that's really smart, that's really strong. We don't really see that from Cechi too much anymore. He just does kind of his thing, and timing seemed to be not really off, but not perfect. After especially the first performance here on map number 1, I certainly favor Foggy. But we've seen some turnarounds happen in this qualifier already. If we just think back of, what was it? Sheik versus Foggy, where the first map was so bad, and then he came back swinging.
Sheik versus Foggy was not possible.
No, but it was some Undead versus Foggy.
Okay.
I think. So might just be a one map thing. There is of course the time to bounce back now. But
yeah, I like how calm Foggy played this. Like, he had a bad moments in this game already at Echo Isles, but he never seemed to struggle, not even when he lost the second hero there. So it was always cool, and his creeping was never really contested. Well, he had some casualties at when the Death Knight went invisible and killed the archers, but that's about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, this I don't know. Cechi is not scary. Doesn't feel scary. There's no aura around him.
Yeah, I think especially before tier 2, he is worse at keeping the Night Elf at bay than others might be. I think on tier 2 is actually really strong with finding the damage. Like that panda kill we saw, he so often finds so much damage to be done just shortly before the Dryads arrive. And that's a small timing window to hit. You want to have your tier 2, you want to ideally have a statue and a fiend, maybe 2 fiends, and you want to do that before the Dryads are there. And, you know, surgically run in and take something out. That works well. But if he lets the Demon Hunter go to level 3 for free again, this might be another tough game.
Last refuge it is. Cechi in the upper right, fighting for his tournament life. If he loses that map, he is out indefinitely and will not be able to go to Yinchuan, where he was in 2014 already. Foggy, it is always the story of this player. 2 times he tried to qualify, 2 times he failed after putting in so much work, so much preparation for this very specific tournament. But since then, he has been stepping his game up every single month, getting better and more successful as the time passes. Is this his year? Is 2016 the Foggy year after going to Shanghai for GCS? We're going to see about that. Let's see what happens.
This was by the way, the map that Wan lost, despite this being Wan's map choice, and this is also Cechi's map choice. Foggy got map choice number 1, which was of course Echo Isles, and this now is Last Refuge, chosen by Cechi. If we go to map number 3, it will be Twisted Meadows. And Cechi already in chat in the pre-game lobby was jokingly saying we don't even need a third map though. So the mindset might be coming into play again. Of course, we all know Cechi, very talented player, but he stands in his own way oftentimes. And with the 0-1 stand already, can't be too good for him.
Death Knight is of course the obvious choice. Demon Hunter is of course the other choice. And yeah, nothing out of the ordinary. Foggy again playing it passive here with the Engine of War, not going for the shop.
Players' forces are under attack.
And Cechi gambling a little bit, just a little bit. He's not scouting with the ghoul. So if there was an Ancient of War creep and a greedy one to be taken, there would be nothing that he can do about it. You can either take the Goblin Merchant as a greedy Ancient of War camp, or you can take the Gnolls right behind the Goblin Merchant that we sometimes see, but that is a risk to take. And Cechi being a little bit of a poker player here, putting his opponent on the safe play, and he's right in doing so. So in the end, works out a little bit favorably for him. He's going to have more lumber, going to be able to tech very soon here on 22 supply already, as the ghouls are moving out with 5 of them. So very, very early pressure from Cechi. He's going to try to keep the Demon Hunter from creeping, and maybe, if he gets the opportunity, he's going to take out his Natural or his High Priest, something like that.
I like what Cechi is doing here, because Warchief had the big advantage on this very map because of the High Priest kills here, because of the items that he found there, especially of course the Sentry Wards. And Cechi denies the opportunity for Foggy to go for these creeps and get the items. Really smart, really cool, I like it.
Yep, and that's what oftentimes we see from the Undeads when the Demon Hunter after the first camp is not quite level 2 yet. And here come the ghouls, looking for the archer surround, almost getting it. Is this gonna be enough? Oh, yeah, she's stuck. That's the first kill of the game.
Yeah, and that's a lot of Moonworld juice Foggy invests here.
Yeah, I think it was a big mistake.
Empty. Yeah,
He can't keep her alive anyways. There's another Wisp, detonated though, but this slows down the tech by so much. Oh, the Demon Hunter being surrounded as well. I think he's going to be able to get out though. Oh, from the bottom to the top. He actually keeps it closed.
Yeah. Oh, Dispel. It's not enough though. He has to force the town portal. All Moon Juice is gone except this 50 in here.
And the tech man, Foggy, is still not teching. Cechi is already 1/3 done.
And there's still opportunity to do damage here. He can almost keep him supply stuck. There's only 2 archers.
Well,
and
the Demon Hunter has to be
hurt
careful!
Slipping out of this surround. Here is another block. And of course we know Cechi is maybe the best blocker in the game. Getting rid of another archer.
The Moon Juice is so low, man. This Demon Hunter is dancing with death. He might be walking. He just barely gets out of there again.
But here comes the block. I mentioned this, the Dota skills, but this time not that great.
He got 2 archers doing all of this, and I think 2 detonates were forced. So quite a bit of damage, and obviously the TP is gone. He's gonna get another archer here. We'll be trading it for a ghoul, but might possibly also get the Moonwell Hill. Cechi doing so much damage to Foggy early on, and now imagine the Naga coming. It's gonna be a little longer, but tier 2 is fast approaching.
Exactly, look at this. Tech from Cechi almost done. Here is the tech of Foggy. He finally started it, but so late. And I can only imagine that there's a fast second push coming from Cechi, as you mentioned, with a Naga. And then if there's a late Huntress Hall, he might be going for that as well.
He stole the Boots of Speed.
He stole the Boots of Speed, but there's a staff and a wisp in the base of Cechi. He needs some move to just get out of this headlock.
Cechi's tier 2 is finishing in a second. He would love to get this around now already. He's going in front for the block. Is he going to be able to pull this off? This is really, really hard to do. Can he do it? Dota skills at their best. He gets it! He actually gets it. Extremely well done.
There's a staff. Will he have the time? Yes. Is this enough damage or not? Oh, yeah, it is. Getting out of there with the help of the Engine of War and the archers too.
90-second cooldown on the staff.
The Huntress Hall is almost in time.
And here we go. Naga. Boots gonna be given over to her. I can definitely see that. Demon Hunter. Oh, where are you? Where are you, bro? Totally mistiming this tech here. But he actually is... Ah, that was a big mistake by Cechi. He didn't give the boots to the Naga. Is he still gonna be able to put on this around? No. Too far away.
Too far away. Now he's close to the Moonwells. There's one with full juice. And he can stay there and fight. I don't know if this is overcommitment. The Death Knight is still level 1. Maybe you should be creeping at the moment, getting to this very important high priest creeps.
I got a new dust of appearance, so the archers are once again vulnerable. So might the Naga be, though. She has the boots of speed, however, she can run away from the demon. One more archer falls, and this is slowing down Foggy even more. There is a Naga for the Night Elf as well, coming from the middle. Might be in trouble now. Is Cechi's Naga? Yep, I think this should be the death, but the blocks are coming out again. And again he saves her, but the Naga is coming from the other side.
Oh yeah, will this be enough damage though? Let's see about that. She has no boots.
Nah, the Naga is too fast.
Yeah,
with the boots and the aura, she's too fast.
Indeed. Handed over the boots finally. And once again the blockings are coming. This is so nice of Cechi.
Demon Hunter 2.4. And the Ancient of War, nowhere in position to creep just yet. Cechi, he has been playing very aggressive this game. Seems like for the first time now, he's gonna be taking a bit of a breather. His Naga is low HP, buys the potion of healing though, signifying that he wants to go for some more pressure. If he gets the Ogre Magi here, that would be crazy, but it goes towards the Night Elf, but both archers are ensnared.
That's gonna be good for Cechi, obviously. Gonna be the kill, but he has to be so careful about his Naga. He has the potion, as you mentioned. Another ensnare, this time finding a ghoul. Demon Hunter can basically do whatever he wants, and that's the right thing.
Oh, he gets the cold arrow on the Naga. First one. He's trying to reach in front with the ghoul to block, and he gets it as well. This is not that many units, though, to find the surround. Not that easy to do, and at the same time, his own Naga is in trouble. He gets the surround, though, and the Naga runs away. Oh, but the cold arrow! The cold arrow! The minor burn kill will be
double Naga kill, but this is finally level 2 on the Death Knight, so he finally has a coil available. This took some time, heavily under-leveled throughout the entire game because, of course, he was pressuring so much, not going for any creep spots. Maybe this is the time now, without the Naga, waiting for the tier 3, waiting for the statues and fiends. This is the time to creep now.
Still no Dryads, by the way. I wonder if he forgot about the lores for a little while. Here we go. First 2 Dryads are out. This is where the Night Elf suddenly feels a lot safer. He has the slow, easily now able to take down ghouls with the right clicks of the demon. But we can't forget he still has no TP. There's of course the tele staff still available. But yeah, now the game, for the first time, honestly, this entire game slowing down, both players resorting to creeping. Cechi wants to be left alone for a little while here until his Lich and upgrades kick in. Speaking of which, he's not starting them yet, but should be doing so in just a second. The Demon Hunter, what did he find from the Ogre?
It was one of mana stealing or something. He sold it immediately.
So he gets the Tome of Experience, very good for him.
Yeah, level 2.3 on the Naga immediately. Was almost the last hit from the skeleton.
So he sold both big items. He sold the mana pot and the one of mana stealing. That's 400 gold. A lot of economy boosting for Foggy.
40 food for Cechi, but he is on tier 3 for quite some time. Ghoul Frenzy, Lich, Destroyer upgrade in a second. Foggy only now reaching it. And what as War Chief, he forgot about the Adept training or focus on the Dryads a little more. So Master Bears will be very late.
And Cechi, interestingly, skipping on the Destroyer upgrade for now, instead getting another statue. This usually means that he wants to go for quite a bit more creeping. Of course, he knows there's a Naga on the battlefield, no Panda, so high-level Naga still good, but not as crazy as a Panda would be. So he's fine taking this late now. I like how he's switching up the dynamic of this game. At the start, he's really aggressive, then he's like, yeah, I'm in a good spot, now I can play passively. And I don't think it's a big mistake this game.
I agree. He definitely needs the levels. He needs level 2 coil. What's the item here? Wand of the Wind. Can be nice, especially if you're looking for surrounds. This is nice support for that. Of course there's Dryads. Of course it's going to be this build. But on the other side, yeah, maybe he will sell it because of that. Level 3 on the Naga of Foggy, but not too much else. He found the Sentry Ward, so once again, nice vision. He sees the army immediately. Master Bear training started. Will be a little faster than the Destroyer attack, or at the same time, but he will be prepared for sure. And that, because of that Sentry Ward, he can now prepare in his main base.
And the Wisp saw the army of the Undead here in the middle of the map. Where does Cechi want to go? Does he really want to fight into the main, into the shop, into the Moonwells, into the fast reinforcements? No, he doesn't. He wants to creep up some more. The DK, after all, is not level 3 just yet, until now, where he finally hits it. The red camps oftentimes are a big point of contention, but so far this game they have not been touched. Of course, we're not that long into it yet. But Foggy's army is pretty good. He lost a lot of archers early on, but now he has replaced them with better units, Dryads and Bears, not going into Bears as heavily as, for example, Rich was before. He has more Dryads, and actually, is Cechi gonna walk into the base here? This is dangerous.
Yeah, this is a bad situation for him. I think he shouldn't do that.
And he has no statues on the ground either.
Would be super risky, but maybe just focus the Rock Golem or go for the red spot. But this is of course super obvious as well. Creepjack potential for Foggy there. And that seems to be what's happening. 2 staffs, by the way, in the inventory. So the heroes will most likely be safe. Oh boy, this is not good. This is not good for the undead.
He's walking out though for the anti-Creepjack. Is he going to be able to get the Ogre Lord before the Night Elf arrives? He has to invest Coil Nova if he wants to get it for sure. But he doesn't do it. Repositioning now. The Naga actually in trouble for Foggy. Way up far in front. Maybe forced into the invul already. Not quite. Now going for the bear. Staff is there though to keep them all alive. And here comes the next staff. And here comes the One of the Wind. Is there Abolish Magic? There's no Abolish Magic!
This seems to be a big mistake for Foggy. Skipping that one, of course, was late with everything. Prioritizing Master Blast, but they're all falling now. Level 4 on the Demon Hunter. Wind of the Wind again. Second Tour of the Claw down.
Actually, there was Abolish Magic, just was very late the first time. Gets the next bear, that's level 2 for the Lich. The ghouls are mostly gone, but that's what they want to do. They want to trade out for better units, and the Demon Hunter in trouble. He has the Ankh, of course, and there's a staff on the Naga as well. Here comes the Richu. Can he dispel it? He cannot. He gets out of range. 2 destroyers, not able to get the dispel. The DK in trouble. He's low HP, and so is the Demon. But remember the Ankh, the Death Knight, the slow is coming in. The info has been transferred. Here comes the Ankh, but the DK still eating the double slow. Has to use the invul right now. Before, you saw that he wanted to go for the Fork Lightning, but he gets out, but loses all of the destroyers and most of his army. Only 34 supply left. He's gonna lose another Fiend here.
Amazing fight by Foggy, winning this in the end, getting rid of another Fiend. The Death Knight is cut off from the rest of the army. Instead, he once again misrallied, because the rally point is still on the DK. Cechi in big problems. He has another Invu potion, he bought that, so he makes sure that there is still nuke potential against the Demon Hunter. But, oh yeah, he's cut off. Foggy knows what's up. He's parking the Naga here in the south.
The Sentry Ward certainly...
Yeah, the Snake is coming for him. Fork Lightning, right clicks, that has to be it. Only the second and third hero remaining, but without the Death Knight, without the Aura, without the Coil, what is he supposed to do? This looks like a 2-0 for Foggy.
Was the invul on cooldown there still?
I think so, yes.
Cechi's moving out. Does he want to buy back the DK at the tavern? His Naga is totally far up front, taking so much damage. And he does concede.
Yeah. Definitely a different series than the first one we saw.
I also think the Night Elf here, Foggy, was playing better than Rich was. But also, Juan seemed to be, more on point today.
Yeah. Cechi had cool blocks. Cechi had like the stellar moments, especially in the early game, getting the surrounds, getting the blocks, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, the control is always there for him.
But whenever there's a big fight with like 50, 60 food or whatever, he keeps on losing those games. Despite having a good early game. He cannot capitalize from the advantage he builds himself in the early game. And Foggy, once again, so calm, so cool. Maybe not the... Yeah, of course, there was a creep check going on. The creeps helped him in that fight. But still, he just crushed over him.